Imagine this. A man in America is diagnosed with prostate cancer every 2.5 minutes. And yet, research shows that simply adding 3 specific foods to your weekly meals could significantly lower your risk of ever becoming part of that statistic. Even more shocking, 2 everyday foods many men eat without a second thought, may quietly increase inflammation, accelerate prostate cell damage, and silently push you toward danger, without a single warning sign. But here's the twist. Most men eat these silent prostate killers almost daily, not knowing they're feeding the very problem they want to avoid. In today's video, you're going to learn the 3 scientifically backed foods that support a healthier prostate, reduce inflammation, and may even help your body protect itself. You'll also discover the 2 foods experts warn men over 40 to limit or avoid if they want long-term prostate health. Stay until the end, because the 3rd prostate protective food is the one 99% of men ignore, even though one landmark study showed it can dramatically support prostate health in ways few foods can. And the final silent killer we reveal? Almost no one thinks of it as dangerous, but for millions of men, it is. This video could be the simplest health upgrade you make this year. Let's get into it. Before we talk about what to eat and what to avoid, let me tease something ahead. At around the midpoint of this video, I'm going to share a powerful study from Harvard involving nearly 50,000 men, revealing a surprising food linked to stronger prostate protection. And later in the video, you'll hear about a food one urologist calls the slow-moving train wreck for prostate health. You don't want to miss either, but first let's start with something every man understands. If you're a man over 40, or you love someone who is, you already know the whispers your body starts sending. It begins with subtle things. You stand at the toilet longer. You wake up at night to pee when you didn't before. You start spotting bathrooms everywhere you go. Or maybe it's the hesitancy, the weak flow, or that uncomfortable pressure no one wants to talk about. Millions of men brush these signs off, telling themselves it's just age, it's normal, it's part of being a man. But then one day someone you know, a brother, a co-worker, a friend from the gym, gets diagnosed with prostate cancer. And suddenly the question becomes real. What can I do right now to protect myself? For many men, by the time they worry about their prostate, years of inflammation and cellular stress have already been building deep inside the body, silent, invisible, and preventable. That's where food enters the story. You see, food is not just calories, it's chemistry. Some foods calm inflammation, support the prostate, and strengthen your body's defenses. Others quietly fuel inflammation, hormonal imbalances, or oxidative stress, the very things that make prostate cells more vulnerable. The good news, once you know the right foods, the ones backed by real research, you can take back control. Let's talk about them. Before we dive into the foods, let's ground this in science. Researchers across Harvard, UCLA, Johns Hopkins, and major cancer institutes agree on one thing. Diet plays a significant role in prostate health. A study from the National Cancer Institute found that men with low inflammation supportive diets had significantly lower risks of prostate-related issues. Another study published in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that specific foods rich in antioxidants, lycopene, polyphenols, and omega-3s could play key roles in supporting prostate cell health. Everything in this video you'll hear is based on peer-reviewed research, long-term studies, and clinical observations from real urologists. Now that we've set the foundation, let's begin with the first protective food, one you've heard of but probably never used for the purpose you're about to learn. Food number 1, cooked tomatoes and tomato paste, the lycopene powerhouse? Yes, tomatoes. But not just any tomatoes. Cooked tomatoes, tomato sauce, tomato paste, and even homemade marinara are incredibly rich in lycopene, a powerful antioxidant. But here's the key. The lycopene in raw tomatoes isn't easily absorbed by the body. The magic happens when tomatoes are cooked. Cooking breaks down the tomato cell walls, turning lycopene into a form your body can use far more effectively. A Harvard study following 47,000 men over 12 years found that those who ate cooked tomato products 2 or more times per week had a significantly lower risk of prostate cancer. Why? Because lycopene doesn't just fight inflammation. It helps your prostate handle oxidative stress, one of the biggest contributors to cellular damage. Here's a simple example. A single tablespoon of tomato paste contains more concentrated lycopene than an entire fresh tomato. It's small, easy to add to meals, and incredibly protective. But if tomatoes are powerful, the second food is even more surprising, because it's something men in Asian cultures eat all the time, and they have some of the lowest prostate cancer rates in the world. Food number 2, cruciferous vegetables, especially broccoli, Brussels sprouts, kale, cauliflower. Cruciferous vegetables contain a natural compound called sulforaphane, one of the most studied cancer-fighting phytochemicals on the planet. Sulforaphane helps your body reduce inflammation, detoxify harmful compounds, support healthy hormone metabolism, regulate cell growth. Multiple studies from Johns Hopkins show that sulforaphane helps support healthy prostate tissue and neutralizes toxins before they can damage cells. But here's the interesting part. You don't need huge bowls of broccoli to benefit. Even a few servings a week may help support prostate health. If you're thinking, okay, broccoli is healthy, or everyone knows that, here's what most people don't know. When broccoli is lightly steamed, its sulforaphane levels actually increase. When it's boiled, they drop drastically. A tiny change in preparation, a huge difference in impact. But now we get to the third food, the one 99% of men overlook, even though research shows remarkable benefits for prostate health. Ready? Food number 3, pomegranate. Yes, pomegranate. This is the game changer. Pomegranate contains powerful antioxidants called punicalagins, compounds with some of the strongest anti-inflammatory effects seen in natural foods. A study published in Clinical Cancer Research found that men with prostate issues who consumed pomegranate extract saw a significant slowing of PSA doubling time, which is a key marker doctors use to track prostate cell activity. Here's the real-world translation. Pomegranate may help slow down the processes that contribute to prostate cell stress and inflammation. And you don't need fancy supplements. You can drink pure pomegranate juice, no sugar added, or eat the seeds. But here's something surprising. The strongest effects were seen when men consumed pomegranate regularly, not occasionally. Just a few ounces of 100% pure pomegranate juice a few times a week may be one of the easiest habits for long-term prostate wellness. Now, before we continue, I want you to answer this in the comments. Which of these 3 foods do you already eat the most? Tomatoes, broccoli, or pomegranate? And which one will you start adding more of after hearing this? Your answer might inspire someone else to make a life-changing decision today. Now, we've talked about what protects your prostate, but what about the foods silently harming it? Let's get into the 2 silent prostate killers, and be warned, the second one will surprise you. Killer number 1, processed meats. Bacon, sausages, hot dogs, deli meats, pepperoni. The foods millions of men love. The problem? Processed meats contain nitrates, nitrites, and advanced glycation end products, all of which contribute to inflammation and oxidative stress. The World Health Organization classified processed meats as a Group 1 carcinogen, the same category as tobacco. Let me make this clear. That doesn't mean eating bacon is the same as smoking, but it does mean there is strong evidence that these meats contribute to cellular stress, including in the prostate. A study from UCLA found that men who consumed high amounts of processed meats had significantly higher rates of aggressive prostate cancer. Now, you don't need to quit bacon forever, but reducing it, especially daily consumption, may dramatically support long-term prostate wellness. And now, the second silent killer. This one is hiding in plain sight. Killer number 2, excessive dairy, especially whole milk. Here's the shocker. Multiple large studies have found a link between high dairy intake and increased prostate cancer risk. Not all dairy. The issue seems specifically linked to whole milk, high-fat dairy, large daily servings. One major Harvard study found that men who consumed the most whole milk had a higher risk of fatal prostate cancer compared to men who drank less. Why? Researchers believe it may relate to high levels of certain hormones, increased insulin-like growth factor, IGF-1, saturated fats that fuel inflammation. Now, notice I said excessive dairy. A little cheese or yogurt is not the problem. The danger lies in men who drink milk by the cup daily. This is why moderation is key. And now, let's connect the full picture. A diet that supports prostate health isn't complicated. It's not extreme. It's not expensive. It's not restrictive. It's a simple pattern. Increase foods rich in anti-inflammatory and antioxidant compounds, like cooked tomatoes, cruciferous vegetables, and pomegranate. Reduce the foods that increase inflammation and oxidative stress, like processed meats and excessive whole milk. When you make these simple swaps consistently, your prostate has a stronger defense system. Your inflammation levels drop, your cells are under less stress, and your long-term risk, according to research, may go down. This is the power of food. Small choices, big impact. long-term protection. If you found this video helpful and you want more scientifically backed content on men's health, prostate wellness, and longevity, make sure you hit subscribe, tap the like button, and turn on notifications so you never miss a new upload. And I want to hear from you. Which of these foods will you start adding this week? And which of the 2 silent killers surprised you the most? Your comment might help another man watching this right now. If you want the next step, watch my video titled 5 Urination Symptoms Men Should Never Ignore. Your body might be warning you. It will show at end screen. Your health isn't something to gamble with. Your choices today shape your life tomorrow. Every meal is a chance to strengthen your body, protect your future, and show up for the people you love. Don't wait for a diagnosis. Don't wait for a scare. Don't wait until you're sitting across from a doctor wishing you had made different choices. Start today with just one food, one change, one decision, because sometimes the simplest habits are the ones that save us. Stay strong, stay informed, and I'll see you in the next video.